And the girlfriend was saying because of this punch, he is a completely different person. Welcome back to my incredible little life. Dealer checking in with you right now. And today was slightly weird. At some point I was sitting on the couch and I heard my phone going off in my pocket. And so I grabbed my phone and I realized that YouTube is on. And I mean, I'm always on YouTube. But the thing that was weird is I don't know how I got to this specific video. And so I started watching the video because of the title, How One Punch Can Change a Life Forever. And so I was intrigued. So I started watching the video. And the person the title was referring to, that guy, he was a BMX bike rider and he was really good, really talented. People would come out and shoot him, take pictures of him and all that stuff. Always want to talk to him or whatever. And so I was like, okay, where is this going? Because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, BMX, it means you could hurt yourself and like, you know, really ruin your life. But how the story was told is the BMX guy that got punched, he was walking down the street with his friends and they bumped into another guy. There was a tiff and they're arguing back and forth and they went on their merry way. But later on, the guy came back for his revenge. He ran up and punched the guy in the back of his head and he fell with his hands to his side and hit his head on the concrete. So that punch, that concrete changed this person's life forever because it gave him severe brain damage. So he got punched, hit the concrete, severe brain damage, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, it sounds horrible, but it can't be that bad. But it was that bad. So the guy came onto the screen finally and revealed himself because, you know, his girlfriend's been talking about him, his friends have been talking about him to recall the story. And so he came out and he can hardly walk, he can hardly talk. And the girlfriend was saying because of this punch, he is a completely different person. Before the punch, he was this guy. And after the punch, he was this guy. So basically, he can't BMX bike anymore. Before the end of the video, it was only like 11-minute video, but before they ended it, so they showed him getting back on his bike for the first time and going down like a ramp. It was so sad because he couldn't even get himself up the ramp because of the severe brain damage. His body couldn't function to get him up the ramp. And I mean, it wasn't a high ramp, but it looked like it took him real time to get up there and then make the decision to actually go down with the bike on the ramp. And this was so sad because this one punch to the head took away all his talent and all his joy that he probably had. So after watching this, I couldn't help but think about how I would feel if everything was taken away from me in such a manner. Like, his mobility is gone. He cannot speak, you know, and granted, he is still living because that is something that could be taken away. But I'm pretty sure he is pretty tortured from the idea that he can't do what he loves anymore. As the title suggests, a punch in the head took away his talents and his joy and changed his life forever. And I'm just, in my mind, I always kind of equate it to my accomplishments. Have I accomplished enough where I could be like, this is okay and I can deal with this? And I know it's like, no, there is not any amount of anything that could be like, okay, this is all right. But I do feel like it could sort of kind of diminish the blow a little bit. I want to equate this to like dying at 90. If you died at 90, you basically did everything that you can think of, hopefully, and you can be okay with like saying, you know what, sayonara, I'm good, I'm signing out, you know, I'm going on to the afterlife or whatever you guys want to call it. But you being young and vibrant, that's crazy. And I mean, for me, I kind of think of it like this. What have I accomplished in my life that would make this seem sort of kind of okay? And I can't come up with a lot. Like, yeah, I've met some great people, I've done some great things, but there's so much I want to do and so much that I haven't seen that I feel like that this is honestly devastating. And so guys, I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's kind of dark for tonight, but I feel like it's some type of wake-up call for me from the universe because I have no idea how that got to my phone. I don't know what my pocket was watching, but I do know that I've been dragging this week and I've been super tired, unmotivated, and all types of things, and I gotta pick it up because it could be gone just like that. And number two, I need to find my balance. So while I'm planting these seeds, I can still enjoy these flowers. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I see it because I don't feel like I've accomplished enough, but I also don't want to feel like I need to accomplish so much just to be happy. And I mean, I'm happy, but I just want more milestones underneath my belt. That's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that tonight, and I will leave the actual video in my description box just in case anybody else wants to see it and see the tragicness that I saw. Anyways, guys, peace.